name is Dani Schenone, and I am a registered yoga teacher and certified personal trainer, and I'm here to help you feel better and feel good in your body. This is part 2 of a 10-part yoga series. We're starting from the bottom up. Last week was feet. Now we're focusing on the legs. We will need some props today. So we've got these 2 blocks here. If you don't have these paper towels, like a paper towel roll will work. Let me get out and grab our strap as well. If you don't have a strap, a belt will do. Okay, cool. We are a prop positive community here, so we will be using a lot of these. Now, if you would like to use my playlist, you'll start play right now. Okay, let's get started. We'll start here today lying down, soles of the feet into the mat, knees to the sky. Let's go ahead and just settle into our space. Take a deep breath in and exhale, side out. That's it, deep breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. I want you to go ahead and take your strap into your hand and give yourself about 2 feet in between your hands as you grab onto that strap. Take the strap and wrap it over the ball mound of your right foot and lift that right foot up to the sky. So as you notice, you might either need to pull up on the strap or give yourself a little more room. Find your spot where you feel a little bit of tightness in the back of the right leg. I want you to flex super hard into your feet as if your big toe could touch your shin. And then breathe into the back of the right leg as if you were using your breath as medicine. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. All right, I want you to take the straps into the left hand and then take your right thumb and hook it over your right hip. Drop that top foot towards the left, just about 3 to let's say 4 inches to the left. The idea here is to get into the outside of the right leg, that nice IT band stretch. And once you've taken a round of breath there, we'll slowly lift that foot back up towards the sky, taking the straps into the right hand, and then allow your foot to open up away from the midline, away from the belly button. My leg is gonna kind of come off of the screen. However, I want you to continue to focus on flexing super hard into that right foot. Remember, big toes to shins. Now, can you release your right quad? Send a breath throughout the body. Well done. On your next inhale, lift that foot up towards the sky, unhook the strap, drop your toes onto the mat, rock your knees left to right. Other side, take that strap, wrap it over the ball mound of your left foot and lift it up towards the sky, lengthening that leg as much as you possibly can. And then if you need to give yourself a little bit more room, do so. Now notice that my left foot is not flexing as much as I want it to, so we're gonna take that nice flex, really shoot the heel up towards the sky. Whew. Notice how that helps you lengthen through the back of your knee a little bit more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. You know the drill. Straps go into that right hand. Left thumb hooks over left hip. That idea there is to just keep the left hip softened into the mat. Drop your top foot towards the right, 3 to 4 inches. Notice that IT band. This side speaks to me a little bit more than the other side. So if that is you, just continue to prioritize the breath. On your next inhale, lift that foot back up towards the sky. Straps come into the left hand. Open that left leg out laterally away from your belly button. Oh yeah, and then find your spot where you can stay and feel the opening of the inside of your left leg. Now I do believe that my left foot is on screen, so if you notice that, we're not flexing as much as we want to. So big toe to shin, shoot that left heel out, release the quad. Another round of breath. Next breath in, lift that leg up towards the sky, and on the breath out, release, strap comes to the side. Rock your legs left to right, left to right, row, left to right. Oh my goodness. I want you to make your way into a comfortable, easy seat. For some of you, that's fetal pose, lifting up. For others, you'll just bring your knees into your chest and lift yourself up. Start to scooch yourself so that you're at the middle of your mat, and then stretch your legs out long in front of you. Right foot is going to connect to your right hip, yeah? So lean to the left, left hand plants, bend right knee, set yourself up into half hero's pose. Now you'll notice here if this will work for your right knee. If you're feeling a pinch, you can let go of this stretch, or you can lean forward. That kind of takes the pressure off of the right knee. If that's you, you'll just stay here. Maybe you'll take your blocks or your paper towels and use them, just kind of bringing the floor closer to you. If you feel like you can take a little bit more, you'll start to shift your shoulders up over your hips or lean back behind you. Now, as you can see, this is kind of my stopping point, but for you, you might want to come onto your forearms, and maybe you can lie all the way down onto your back. And if that's you, as long as your right knee is planted into the mat, that's good enough for me. Big breath in, slow breath out. Big breath in, slow breath out. If you are lying down on your back, use that core, lift your chest up, plant the palms, unwind, lengthen that right leg long. Take your hands and massage that right thigh. Massaging, massaging, massage. Cool? Other side. Let's take this left foot, bring it to left hip. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. This is my funky knee sign. So you'll either lean forward, tall spine, bringing your hands to blocks to help you if that feels good. Or if you feel nice and ready to stack your shoulders over your hips, and maybe you'll bring your hands back behind you, coming onto your palms, your forearms, or all the way down onto your back. I'm gonna shimmy these blocks onto the highest level and then come onto my forearms to try to kind of release any pressure on that left leg. Again, remember, keeping this left knee into the mat is ideal and key to protect the longevity of your practice. I wonder if you can hear my cats in the other room. They're going absolutely insane trying to come into here, but no, not today. Oh, they're crazy. Give yourself another breath in. And another breath out. All right, if you're lying down, come onto your forearms, onto your palms, shoulders over hips, unwind left leg, reach it out long, take your hands and give yourself some love to that left thigh. All right, from here, we'll make our way into tabletop. Some of you will roll over your knees, others will sit to the side, and then swing your legs back behind you, tabletop pose, big breath in. On that breath out, curl your toes, lift your hips up into your downward facing dog. Bend into each knee. I like to drop my hips to the left and then to the right. Just kind of getting through the lats a little bit. That feels really good. I know it's leg day, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, let's find some stillness in our downward facing dog. Soften the heels down the mat, plant into the palms, the knuckles, the finger pads. Push your chest towards your thighs and then knit the ribs in. There you go. Bring that left foot to midline. On an inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. And then on an exhale, knee to nose, pull it through into a low lunge. If you need to help bring that right foot through, that's okay. Stay in this low lunge for a second. Blocks are your friends for what we're about to do next. You're here in this low lunge. I want you to lengthen your front leg long. Woo, little long pyramid here, yeah? And if that feels good, you can lift the front toes up off the mat. You can either use blocks on the highest level, the medium level, the lowest level, or if you feel nice and ready, you can plant your palms into the mat. On an inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back, elongate the back of the neck. And then on the exhale, forward fold, curl chin to chest. Hold here for a breath. And if those front toes are lifted, press them into the mat, bend front knee, plant your palms, use your core, come back into your downward facing dog. Well done, other side. You're doing so good, sweetie. Right foot comes to midline, left leg lifts up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, pull it through, low lunge. Help it if you need to. Staying in this low lunge, hands can come to your blocks if that feels good. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, here we go. Let's lengthen our front leg long. Now give yourself a chance to feel out the back of this left leg. How does it feel? Do you feel like you need your blocks? Do you feel like you can take a little bit more by lifting your front toes up off the mat, flexing hard into that front foot? This is what a movement practice is all about. Is taking the time to listen to your body, what it needs, what it doesn't need, and then acting accordingly. It's called body attunement. It's something that I learned from my intuitive eating course. It's just really developing a healthier relationship through our body by tapping into our awareness of it and what it needs. You can stay here where you are, bring your hands to the mat, inhale, halfway lift, flatten that back, elongate back of neck. Exhale, forward fold, chin to chest, round the spine. Press into that front foot, bend that front knee, plant those palms, and then come back into a downward facing dog. Well done. On your next breath in, look forward, and then on your breath out, using straight legs as much as you can, tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat, forward fold at the top of the mat. On a breath in, halfway lift, flatten your back. On the breath out, forward fold. Let's come back into that halfway lift. Inhale, maybe your hands come to your shins, your thighs, or fingertips graze the mat. Weight into the ball mounds of your feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, last halfway lift. Make it your longest leg lift that you can. And then exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step back into your plank pose. Shifting your weight forwards and backwards. And then bend your knees. Let the knees hover up off the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, drop the knees. Stay here on the inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, plank pose. Now, you can leave your knees hovering as you inhale and then plank pose on the exhale, or you can soften the knees down. Doing what it is that you need to do, you know what is a good challenge for you. Last plank, breathe in here. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Ooh, okay, right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Can you look on the outside of that right hand? Step that right foot on the outside. It's kind of like a wide, low lunge. Soften your back knee down, uncurl your back toes, and wiggling yourself into good alignment for your body. You can either keep your toes forward or you can open them out to the side. Maybe you tilt the inside edge of your foot towards the sky. You can bring your hands down to the mat, your forearms, hands on blocks, yogi's choice. Usually in this pose, we can find that we're holding on to something in the hips, in the brow. Can you let go? Allowing yourself to plant into the palms. You can stay here, or maybe you press right hand into right knee, taking a little twist towards the right. Oh my gosh, I have a mole on my right forearm and it grows this like long hair. It's about 3 inches now. Cool. Just noticing that, very tight. All right, so you're gonna stay here or you're gonna bend into your back knee, reach back around, grab onto it with your top hand. Okay, so as you can see, my front hand is on a block. That supports me, that helps me. You can either bring your hand to a block, plant it into the mat, or come onto your forearm. You'll either lean back for more of a shoulder opener or lean forward for more of a quad. I'm gonna stay right here because it feels like I've met my edge right here. Give yourself one more breath. Release that foot if you have it, slowly, softly, if you can. Put your blocks towards the sides, curl back toe, lift back knee. Use that core coming back into your downward facing dog. Amazing work. Left leg comes to the sky, inhale. On that exhale, left knee, left tricep. Hold here. Look onto the outside of that left hand. Slowly, softly step it through. Wide, low lunge. Now find your bearings here and then soften that back knee down, uncurl the back toes. Notice this hip in comparison to the other hip. Notice how your front foot wants to be naturally. Is it shooting all 5 toes forward, or is it kind of opening it out like a book, maybe lifting the big toe up off the mat? Use your blocks or your paper towels. It's okay if you smush your paper towels. They're okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Oh my God, as I exhaled, a little like cat hair tumbleweed just lifted up. That's awesome. Okay, you can either stay here or take that twist, pressing into the left knee with left hand. This is a great option, great place for you to stay. If you feel like you want a little bit more getting into that back quad, reach your top arm towards the sky, back behind you, bend back knee, grab the foot. Noticing what type of variation you want to take with this twisted lizard. Do you want to lean forward, more quad, lean backward, more shoulder? Or are you really just holding on for dear life like, 90% of us? If that's you, release something. Come into a slower, softer variation of this. And remember to keep the breath. This isn't about perfection. This isn't about looking like me. This isn't about looking like the best version of yourself in your movement practice. It's about, again, listening, adjusting, answering, and being responsive to yourself, showing that respect. Let's release that back foot if we have it. Bring our blocks towards the sides, plant the palms, curl back toe, lift back knee, come into your downward facing dog. Well done. Let's drop onto our knees, sit back onto our heels, sit to the side and swing our legs out long in front of us. And then open up to the long side of our mat, coming into a wide-legged, flexing hard into the toes. Trying to shift your toes up towards the sky, keeping a long spine, lifting up through the crown of the head, slight tuck of the chin, arms lift up towards the sky, inhale. Now hinging at the hips, exhale, forward fold down. As you can see, I'm grabbing my blocks. I might be coming off of screen. My hands or my forearms are coming to my blocks. I'm clasping my hands together and I'm lowering down. Now, notice these flexed toes. I want you to release them. Let's just take this restorative. Release, release, release. Can you let go of the quads, the glutes, the hips, any pelvic floor muscles you're holding on to? Allowing yourself to notice what it feels like when you tap into a deep awareness of what's going on with you physically. When I first started trying to develop a healthier relationship with my body, I literally hated this part. I hated having to become more aware of what I was feeling. Not feeling emotionally, but what I was actually feeling in the body, the physical sensation. I had spent so much time in my life trying to disregard and ignore my body's cues, that I was super fearful of what it was saying to me. On your next breath in, start to plant into the palms, lift your shoulders over your hips, and then bring yourself into an easy seat. You can either come into a crisscross applesauce or soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Go ahead and lift your arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, thanking yourself for taking time out of your day to dedicate to your movement practice. Allowing your thumbs come to your third eye center, ending our movement here together with Namaste. Thank you so much. If you are picking up what I'm putting down, feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment for what you want to see next.